Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I'm back to work on the file folder, the pocket file folder journal. Let me take a drink of water. I'm a little bit tired today. Maybe a good big swallow gulp of water will wake me up. So, we're back. I have to say, when I looked at the piece that I had put here, the brown paper that I put on, I did not like it. It wasn't a Tim Holtz, and so I really wanted to stick with the Tim Holtz theme in this one. Now, it doesn't mean I always will, but it means that when I use that, it just didn't go anymore. It wasn't working with where my brain was going with it. So, back to here now. As you can see right here, when I put this page on, and then, remember I told you these were a little taller here? Well, I cut them all down. However, my paper was still wet with glue, you see, so it tore. So I'm going to go ahead and distress it with some ink, and I'm going to use the ground espresso. My page is also bowing here, and it's because I have the glue on there, but you know, you gotta glue the pages down. You can't just... Anyway, that's why I was using the stick glue, but still the wet glue caused it to bow right along here. We'll put paper on the inside. That will unbow it just a little bit. Okay, so now I need to go back through here and get this edging just a little bit, because obviously I didn't do that well enough. There we go. My pad is falling apart. Oh boy. So, to fix this, I have made this beautiful little upper tuck. And I've gone ahead and embellished it with like layers of Tim Holtz papers. And I put on here Dr. Marsh, St. Helens. So I guess this must belong to Dr. Marsh. Now, I don't know Dr. Marsh. I haven't been to him. But apparently the people in, you know, the city of wherever they're from, oh, St. Helens, they know Dr. Marsh rather well. And so they go to him. And since it's very, very early in the 1800s, they, it's late 1800s. I apologize. You know, August 22nd, 1888. What can I say? So, Dr. Marsh apparently buys groceries from the local grocery. It's not even really. It's, you know, in 1888, it's probably not just a grocery store. It probably has feed for your cows and your horses, and it probably has big sacks of flour, fabrics. It probably carries all kinds of goodies. So it's probably the local mercantile. How about that? How would you like to have lived back in those days? Oh my goodness. And then I think about my grandmother. You know, she lived back in those days. And, gosh, hard to believe. I wish I'd have known when I needed to ask all the questions. You know, ask questions, you guys. If there's anybody young out there, remember, you gotta ask the questions. Ask the questions now, because it will become too late at some point. Okay, there we go. So, Dr. Marsh now has his sign up on his building on Minnesota Avenue, and he took the train to get here. So let's take his train and drive on over to this side. Now, I didn't cut this one up too bad, so I'm just going to ink it, and we're going to put a bottom pocket on this one so that they're not totally the same. That sound okay? I hope so. Oh, I should set my timer. Ready, set, go. Okay, I know we've already been here a little bit, but this will let me know when we've gone too far. And you're all saying, Angela, stop, stop. Boy, that is bowing. It's because of the paper, like I told you, and the glue. But it also doesn't help that these aren't glued together, because I didn't glue them, because I left them open. And we may end up like cutting this one or folding it, or you know, something. I don't know yet. Haven't got there. Right now I'm just on this part. I'm just on this little journey, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the journey, but I like it. I like it this way. Little journeys are lots of fun. Okay, now this pocket is going this direction, and its writing is going to be sideways, this way or this way. Let's make it go inward, since the book will fold inwards. Now, that doesn't mean I'll remember that. It just means that's what we're going to do. Thank you, Tammy, for saying how you liked how I was layering. I was very excited about that. Tammy Van Edthorp, she is the master of layering layers on things to make clusters and beautiful pockets. And she complimented me on that, and I felt it made me feel so good. You know, sometimes you need to know you're doing okay, and people do tell us. We all try to tell each other, but wow, it just felt so wonderful to hear it, that I was excited about it. I'm looking for this little doodad here. Sorry if I'm getting light reflection. I will tell you, I have moved my lights differently, and now you see shadows. See that? Before I had it so the light was directly down here, so we weren't getting the shadows. But now we get shadows. But I'm hoping to have gotten rid of that giant reflection that I've been getting. I don't know why. You know, I don't always get that reflection. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe my lights are going out. Maybe part of the bulbs are burning out. You know, they've got a whole bunch of bulbs in them. So maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Okay, so I've just double cut that. I'm not going to slice it down this way. I just kind of like that look. Kind of like if we put wheels on it, it would drive. I don't know. It might. It won't, but, you know, we could pretend. that Dr. Marsh got the first car in town. And then he became his own patient when he had an accident. Poor Dr. Marsh. What a thought. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to embellish this up. We're going to embellish. And I have a reflective box here. Now that's a problem with boxes, is they can be very reflective. Over here we have this ticket, and I've taken a little piece of paper and torn it back here. And then I tore another section of it and put it back on top of it. I kind of like that look. I've never done that before, but I like it. And so over here we need something a little different. I kind of like to introduce a little color over here. Over there we have Dr. Marsh, and over here we have Com Nicholsburg and Company Incorporated. Boots and shoes. We need boots and shoes in 1888. Oh, this is 1914 though. Oh dear. We're going to use the noisy cutter. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Whoops. When you use these cutters, you have to remember to hold this piece down with your piece of paper, because that's what keeps it tight, so that they'll tear fairly evenly, you know. Not perfect, but I'm cutting real thin slices here, so that's why I'm getting these little tails. That's okay, I don't mind those because it looks more torn, more raggedy. We love the raggedy, don't we? Yes, my dear, we do. Okay, now we'll need some ink. Going back to the ground espresso. Oh, this must be a different one because it's got more ink in it. They unink themselves so darn fast. It's kind of frustrating, I think. You know, it seems to me that, I know I've said this a dozen times, but it just seems to me that ink pads should be juicy. If you want people to keep buying them, make them juicy. Okay, I'm going to leave that as a pocket there. Just a little pocket right there. I like that. And so I might make another one over here. I might make another one back here. So I have this one. No, that won't do it. Here's this. That could be a pocket and a pocket. And a pocket. No, not that one. We're getting closer. Speed. When they introduced the first airplane to the city, well, it was quite frightening for the people because they didn't know what that giant fly was up in the air. And so the people were scared. And then they had to bring in a psychiatrist, even though nobody knew what the psychiatrist would do for them, but, you know, yeah, I still might need it. Ooh, folding cameras. I like that, but I think we'll put it over here somewhere. Make a little tuck, like that. Oh, now look. Perfect. Look at that. Little pink sky, little pink paper. You see that? Okay, so that is going to be the beginning of 2 little pockets on this big pocket. So I'm layering it just a little bit differently than I did that one over there. That one I went strictly with numbers and writing script and yeah, a lot of numbers. And then a few little shapes to fill in. And I think that worked out pretty good for it. Okay, so we're going to put this one on as a little pocket. So do you think we should put a little punch in it here in the middle? Right there? Sure, why not? Doesn't even have to be in this, doesn't even have to be in the center, because this will be off center a little bit from this one. So that one we'll put right there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Right there. And then this one I'll put on here, but I'm going to make it a little bit lower than that one. But this is where I kind of wondered about having another pocket in here, like this one. But I might put it in here. Now I don't know. There needs to be a third thing down here. I think that's why I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking, actually. And I don't want to cover up the lady in the field. Oh. And a little teeny tiny pocket right there. No. Maybe right there. But not pink. Bring that back over. Oh, maybe go back to this one. Natural History Store. They need that in town. Mineralogists and neurologists and naturalists, and would need all those things in our town. There we go. Now we've gotten rid of most of their words of who they are, but they're a store. Please just come on in and find out what we're about. At the Genealogy Society, people used to come in and think we were, like a rock place, a geologist place. That was kind of fun. Then they come in there and we introduce them to the library, and that was even more fun. So, yep, I miss the old genealogy place, but just couldn't hang out with people that didn't appreciate me anymore. Rather hang out with my niece over the phone, because she appreciates me and I appreciate her. Love you, Josie. And rather talk to my sister about genealogy than to be caught up with people that just don't appreciate you. Yeah. Okay, there we have these really cute 3-pocket setup, but we need something. Maybe we can put that on there, or here. Like so. No, not that. Fragile. Do not drop. Handle with care. You know? I think we'll put that right on there. I don't know why. I just want to put it there. And I'm going to put this number with it. Don't drop this number. Handle it with care. It's a very sensitive number, you know. So we're going to turn this that way. Going to attach the number right there. And we're going to put this right about here. We'll let that number flap in the wind. We can even roll it over if we want. There we go. And the number is upside down from that. It's okay. New worker just started. Ooh, Le Grand Hotel. So we need something. Something. Kind of like that. Just sitting there. No, I don't. Arrive at 9 p.m. Yeah. Let's arrive at 9 p.m. How about that? Yeah. We'll still have a tuck back there. I can't decide whether to put it on part of the envelope, the pocket, or off of the envelope pocket. Arrive at 9. Price to get in, 25 cents. No. Toss that. Oh, it went under. Oh no, it's up there. Okay. Arrive at 9 p.m. Okay. There we go. All right, my friends. So, now we have a little pocket right here. And right here. And let's see what we can put in there. And maybe a little math. And let's see, over here. Oh, I glued it down, you guys. Oh no. She glued it down. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Little tiny number. Let's pick something a little bit smaller. Ah, there we go. That'll fit. Okay. So we have that. Oh, let's go with this. Perfect. I like that. Okay. And maybe the Grand Hotel will be right there. And then we have this pocket right here. And we need one more little piece of ephemera in there. Perhaps the airplane can go in that pocket. Sure, why not? And then we'll put a journaling card in the back here. And we'll put a journaling card here. And we'll have two really cool things. So now we have this camera here, this fold-in camera, and I think we need to put it on a page somewhere. And I think I have a camera that could go with it. It might be in this vintage ephemera. Oh, and it does have a bird on it. It's giving me the bird, you guys. Good heavens. So that could be an upper tuck and a lower tuck. Yeah, not like, no, I don't like that. Nope. We'll come back to it. Don't like it. Well, here's a clock. No, don't like that either. No. The one thing about an upper tuck is sometimes you need something to catch stuff, and that really works good for that. Okay, well, I just wanted to pop in and give you this pocket idea and tell you what happened to the paper behind it. And this will be a project that I don't work on every week, but I might work on it once a week, maybe, something like that. Let's just wait and see. It's going to be a what's in my basket type of project. But I think it'll go pretty fast. And you know me, I get to working on them and I can't stop, so I have to come back and work. And so anyway, I just wanted to show you these two pieces of ephemera today and thank Tammy for the wonderful compliments about my journal. Thank you so much, Tammy. That meant so much. And show you how to do a triple pocket here. And I just really liked adding that right there, and I'll probably add something over here. I don't know. We'll see what we can add on here. Doesn't hurt to add things, little things. We could put them all the way across with numbers on them. It'd be fun. Why not? It's interactive. Gives us something to look at, and then the journal will go right in here. So, right now, this has a giant pocket in the middle here. I have glued it together a little bit here, but what I need to do is probably sew it right down that spine. Depending, you know, we might put a little journal in there and just sew it right down the middle. We'll see. Okay, that is all I wanted to show you today. I don't want to keep you guys for hours at a time. There are some days that I will do that. I mean, why not? Because, you know, we have things to do. We can't just forget everything. It has a beginning and an end. We got to find the end. And the only way to get to the end sometime is to have a little longer picture show. Here's this little butterfly that's been dancing around on my desk. We're going to put it right in the book right this moment. Right here. There we go. Look at that. How cute is that? Okay. Alrighty. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope that you're enjoying this little project. Where is my little doodad? Maybe that would work. There. Use something that is dark. They need to make the cutting things so they're not reflective, because we need a lot of light. You know, like this one is non-reflective, but this piece is very reflective. It needs to have a non-reflective material on it as well. So anyway, this and this, upper tuck, lower tuck. So I'll make some journal cards off camera, and when we come back we will work on something new. I will talk to you in the very next video. I hope you all have a great day, and I don't know. I hope your sun is shining as much as mine has been, and enjoy. Love you guys. Bye.